This is kind of an amazing story, but it can happen to you too, so watch this. Hey everyone, it's Portia Smith. I'm back with another video. Thanks for tuning in, and I am super excited to be talking about my magical experience with EGOT winner John Legend. Shouts out to John. Congratulations on your incredible win. Oh, before I get started, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it. Okay, moving on. So as you can tell, the title is all about magic with John Legend. No, this is not clickbait. This is an actual experience that I had with him. So it goes a little something like this. In 2007, I was living in Dallas, Texas, and it was the 7th season of American Idol. This is how this whole thing, this whole story got started. I was broke. Fresh out of college, and was just really trying to, you know, make the dream happen. I got past round 1, round 2, and I was on my way to round 3 with the auditions for American Idol. So I went home and I started writing again. This is part of my story. Journals galore. I have another video about this. Anywho, I went home and I was just writing out all of the stuff that was happening and how I could foresee myself in Hollywood, because I wanted to see Paula, Randy, and Simon. I'm just showing you guys like actual dates. This was August 11th, 2007. I don't know if you can see that. And what I wrote was, I already see myself going to Hollywood. I've already begun preparing and choosing songs to sing. I see myself on stage, tearing up. Yes, very, very dramatic. So, long story short, womp womp, I did not get past the 3rd round. In American Idol, it's actually Nigel, the producer from So You Think You Can Dance, who sent me home. That's another story. Maybe I'll tell that one. But the point that I'm making is that I wrote this journal, right, about me going to Hollywood. So let's fast forward to 2009, 2 years later. The guy that I was dating at the time, he told me, he called me up and was like, Portia, you know, there's this contest that you really should do. I was in grad school, I was working a 9 to 5, I was maxed out. Like, I did not have any extra time to be doing a whole bunch of other extra stuff. But he was very persistent in that you need to do this contest, you need to do it, you need to do it. And so I pretty much did this contest to shut him up. Now, the contest ended up being one that was sponsored by Radio 1 and OurStage.com, and it was hosted by John Legend. And it was a cover contest. This was actually back when he had his Evolver album, this one out. This is the one that has Give Me the Green Light. That album, all right? But that's not the song that was supposed to be covered. The rules were you had to choose his song Everybody Knows from the Evolver album and do your own personal rendition and cover of that song. And this was the kicker. I got told about the contest, let's say it was on a Friday, and the deadline to have this done and submitted was on Sunday. I was like, what am I going to do? Anyway, I made it happen and didn't really think much about it. Long story short, I was like one of the last people to get into this contest. And I made it from number 200 or something into the top 10 within a matter of 3 days. This was what was so crazy. And there were some phenomenal artists and singers and vocalists who were a part of this contest. And so at the end of the contest, like when they stopped the judging, I had gone from, you know, number 4 to number 5. I ended at number 9, and I just left it at that. And in my life at that time, I was really going through a terrible period of just nothingness in my music career. I was working this dead-end job, and I remember having a screaming match outside in the parking lot. People thought I was probably crazy, whatever. But I was like, God, I did not come here. You're gonna see why this is a Sacred Sundays video. But I was just like, I did not come here to work at this job doing something that I hate, going absolutely nowhere. And it was like literally a couple of days after that, I just started feeling this sense of expectation, and I got a phone call. What I didn't know is that John had personally chosen his number one for the grand prize win out of the top 10, and I was his number one. So here is message number one. I don't care what a situation may seem like, or what things you may feel you might have gotten passed up for, or what the report might say. If something is yours, if it's meant for you, it's going to come back to you. All right, so just hold that thought. So anyway, I find out that John chooses me to be the grand prize winner, which means that I get to open up for him as part of his tour at the time, with him in India, RE. Here is the kicker. I am told that Columbia Records is going to fly me out to Hard Rock Cafe in Florida, Hollywood, Florida. I didn't know there was such a thing. So anyway, show day. Okay, so funny story. I get on stage, I do my performance, and after the concert, I have VIP tickets to go and meet John personally, do a meet and greet or whatever. We're waiting backstage, and John finally comes out. And the guy who's standing next to me, John walks up to us and looks at him and says, "Hey man, congratulations on winning the big prize." He didn't say it like that, but he basically congratulated the wrong person. I guess he thought this was the third runner-up. I don't know. John, I still love you if you're watching this video, but it was funny because everybody knew it was me in the room. And so they stopped and they were like, "John, you know who it is, it's her." And then he looked at me and he was like, "Oh, you have different hair." Which I did. You know, online I had my afro, and then at the show I had it all relaxed out and everything. Ooh, this tea is good. So now fast forward to, I don't know, 2013 maybe. This is the more incredible thing about this entire story. I'm at home at my grandmother's place, and I'm going through old boxes of stuff, books, photo albums, and I come across some old college assignments that I had done. And as I'm looking through the pages, and I'm so mad, I'm so sad because I was not able to find this assignment to show it to you guys. But in my music technology class, this had to have been, I don't know, from 2005, 2004 maybe. I had an assignment where I was supposed to create a music newsletter or a music journal of some sort. And I kid you not, this newsletter was basically a one-page to-do. And I had a picture of me, I had a picture of John Legend, and a picture of the studio. And the headline that I had wrote and created was, "John Legend teams up with Portia Smith." At that moment, when I found this piece of paper, I literally froze, and I called my best friend because she was in the same class with me, and I reminded her, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Lauren, do you remember this assignment that I did?" And da 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 da. This was before The Secret, this was before vision boards, this was before I knew any of that stuff. I wasn't even aware. I was simply creating something that I thought would have been cool. I had been so fixated and stuck on Hollywood, California, that I had no idea that I had written out that I would be going to Hollywood, but it was just a completely different location but it was still Hollywood nonetheless, which is okay. I did this assignment not even thinking about anything in the future, not following John like that, like nothing. I had no idea. And to see that it played out in the process of time. I had manifested a dream come true and didn't even know it, okay? So I say all of that to say this. If you follow me and if you watch any of my videos, you are going to get tired of hearing me say this, but I am so passionate about seeing the fulfillment of dreams, not only in my life, but in the lives of those around me. Write out what it is that you love, that you can foresee yourself doing, that you want to do, that you enjoy doing. Make them vision boards or whatever creative thing that you can do to put it out there in the universe. Give yourself the permission to just be like a child where there are no limitations. You can't combat it though with negative thinking or doubt or unbelief or anything like that. Some of the story inspires you to, if you haven't done it already, to write out, conceptualize, visualize those things that you desire to do in your life. You know, this was something that I could never have thought would have happened to me. Allowing myself to really go for it, that I think is a big thing in life and in any opportunity, is when we decide to shut ourselves down from the possibility of a yes or a no, you know, allowing yourself to go for it anyway. Why can't you be that one? You know what I'm saying? So that's my encouraging word to you, is you can be that one. I was that one. No matter what it is that you're doing, what field you're in, visualize it, expect it, qualify yourself. That means be the best at what it is that you are putting out there to do, and see how it unfolds for you. All right. Thanks again for watching. Please let me know if you have had experiences similar to this. Share your story, please. Be sure again to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.